Hey guys, Jen Graves here with my brother.
Jill San Prince 10, how y'all doing?
And like I told you guys in an earlier video, we just got done watching Mirai. It's a pretty good movie.
It was alright. It was alright at best, in my opinion. God, I guess we'll get into it. I don't know if you want me to go first, or you go first.
I liked it, but I hadn't ever seen anything else like The Girl That Leapt Through Time or any of that other stuff. So for this one being my first, I don't know what the studio is called.
Studio Chizu.
Studio Chizu, there we go. So like with Studio Chizu being like the first movie that I watched from them, it was pretty good. Wait, isn't there another? So there's Ghibli and then there's the other one.
I don't know the other studio's name at the moment.
It's Studio something, but they've never had a movie because they did the advertisement for Mary and the Blue Flower or whatever it was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember the name of the studio.
So it was really good. We got to kind of see part of the thing at the end of it. The only bad part of the movie, I would have to say, is right at the end, or right at the beginning, you get to where they start the movie and then they tell you there's going to be a 30-minute wait. And we were just like, you mean... Because we got there like 30 minutes early. So we were like, we're waiting an hour to watch this movie.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, even the girls that were behind us was like, did they change the time in the movie and just not tell us? Because this is some BS, you know? Like,
Right.
we were getting frustrated. Luckily, we didn't have to wait 30 minutes, and they went ahead and played it. And, yeah, and the thing is, like, the movie has a lot of cute and adorable moments, too. I live for the cute and adorable moments. And I love those moments so much because it was so wholesome in my heart. Like, it was just like, I love that, you know? But I guess my issue with the movie is that I feel like they tried to tell a story of, like, you know, being a kid and appreciating the moments and stuff like that, the memories and the past that in the past as well, appreciating the past that led to your future being where it is right now. But the thing is, I don't feel like a lot of time it was really coherent, and I don't want to say it's because of the dub, because the thing is, like, well, after the movie was over, they showed a scene, right? And they showed a scene where one of the characters were talking, future Mirai, because she's a character in the movie, where she was just kind of like, in the English dub, with her tone of voice or whatever, she was just like, "Oh, do you like me now?" And then her little brother, or big brother technically, it was like, "No." And then her tone of voice made it seem like, "Ah, okay, well, fuck you then." But in the Japanese, yeah, Kun. And in the Japanese dub, though, that the little small snippet of Japanese dub we saw, it was just kind of, it did the scene a lot better to me, because it was just like, okay, whatever, you know, you'll come around, you know? So I don't want to say it's because of the dub, if that's why I feel the way I do, because I try not to do the dub sub arguments, but it is one of those situations where I do want to rewatch the movie in the original Japanese right now, because just seeing that one scene and seeing how it was different, I think I'm going to appreciate the movie dubbed. So, I mean, appreciate the movie sub, my bad. Appreciate the original movie as it was meant to be seen. So, I feel like they really tried with the moments they did, because it was beautiful. Like, it was handwritten, it was hand-drawn, too. The hand-drawn animation was beautiful. I love when they go back to the old hand-drawn animations. I love it when they do that. That's one of my favorite things in anime, because, you know, I grew up in the era where, you know, it was hand-drawn.
That's what we talked about. The only CGI part was, like, a train scene, and that was it. Just the train. Right.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like I wanted to like the movie more than I did. I mean, I would recommend people to go see it too. Like, well, technically, this is the last day you can see it. So, but if you can find it somewhere, or when it comes out legally,
because this was like the only day that you could see it.
Yeah, like, if you can watch it, I recommend to watch it, because the thing is, I feel like people might get different experiences of it. Before we even recorded, I was going through my Twitter feed, and people were just praising the graces of it and stuff like that, and how it was beautiful. It let you think about your moments with your family and everything and stuff like that, and that kind of put a different perspective, because I wasn't thinking of that stuff as well. with my current mindset in the movie right now. It's just that, like I said, I wish I liked the movie a lot better than I did. I'm gonna watch it the original Japanese when it comes out because I'm thinking I might like it a lot better that way. But
Question.
yes.
You think you would have watched it a little differently if you were thinking about it from like an uncle standpoint?
That's the thing. I tried looking at it that way. I even tried looking at it through like my family history and stuff like that. It's one of those situations where like I don't know what it was, but I couldn't really relate to it in some senses, you know, and I really wanted to, but I couldn't because that kid was really making me angry in the movie. The little kid, Kun, he was kind of making me angry because it just seemed like he'll learn a lesson, and then the lesson would go out the window, and then he have to relearn the lesson over and over again. And that made me angry too. It's just like, what the heck? Like, we just got done telling you this. Why are you still doing this? And it was such an annoying thing.
Children being pig-headed.
Yeah, exactly. And that was just kind of annoying, I guess, like in the sense of the movie. It was just like, well, why are we going through this again? You know? And, but like I said, I might be dogging it, but I still recommend to watch the movie. I still think it was a great watch, a great, you know.
I think watching him, it was a little more than okay, like he's saying. I think now he's changing it because there were a lot of times, so you won't see him get like emotional unless it's like something big emotional. But like anytime there's just a scene or something that happened, he was like, you know, like taking a deep breath, and I was like,
because it was cute. Like I said, there was some cute, adorable moments in the goddamn movie.
There were a lot.
So it's just like
I felt like you were doing this like every 5 minutes.
I loved it.
And then I'd see you put your hand down, and and I was like.
The thing is, the movie is funny too. This movie has some very hilarious moments. Like the moments where it's funny, it was funny. When the moment is cute and adorable, it was cute and adorable. I just feel like the moments where it was sad and stuff like that, I don't feel like it worked like all the time. And like I said, it could be the dub. Maybe I feel that way different when I watch the original Japanese, but I wait and see.
I felt like the only weird scene was the dog being the human scene.
Yeah.
That was the only thing to me in this whole movie that didn't seem like it fit in there very well.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of like...
But I liked him.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it totally gave the dog character, but I was like, no other animals in this are going to turn into humans and, you know, vice versa, all that other stuff.
Right. So, yeah. So, Mirai, I give it like a 5 out of 10 right now by watching the dub of it. It's just... like I said, it's funny, it's adorable, it's cute. You might relate to it in some senses and stuff like that. Is that for some reason I feel like I couldn't, and like I said, it could be the dub. And listen, the dub wasn't that bad. I know I keep saying it's because of the dub, but the dub wasn't that, like, the characters, like, I think the only voice I had a problem with was the mom's voice. The mom's voice was kind of like, but everybody else's voice felt okay to me. It felt natural. The kids were kids and whatnot. The babies were babies, and teenagers were teenagers.
Did you know any voice actors in this that you knew?
The only one I knew is that the great-grandmother's voice was, I want to say, Hinata's voice actor from Naruto. And I thought that was cool. Oh, and one thing I made a joke about this where, like, because the kids, like I said, the kids are 100% brat. And I made a joke like, man, they say Boruto's bad. Because they give Boruto a lot of crap for, you know,
being a pain
in the ass. But man, I'm taking that. Like, Boruto's not as bad as this kid in Mirai. He is not. Like, I was just like, what the hell, man? And then I want to say another voice actor I recognize was Christopher Freeman. Voiced somebody. I forgot who he voiced, but Christopher Freeman, Kyun from Haruhi Suzumiya and stuff like that. He was in the movie as well. So those two dub voice actors were in that movie, and they did an amazing job with the performance that they had in the movie. So, so yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
It was really cool. The house that they lived into. What do you think about that?
It was okay.
That was a cool house.
Yeah, it was.
Although it was weird because, like, everything in the house, how they had it laid out, there was like a front room where you walked up and there was a stairway that went either to the front door, or you walked up and there was like a tree that was there, like an oak tree that they talk about in the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And then it was like the kitchen, some kind of living room area that we kind of saw, and then like the bedroom. So it's kind of like, looked like steps going up. Which I was like, even though the dad was an architect, I was like, man, this house is not child friendly.
Yeah, it's
Because
not.
I was like, one wrong step, you're falling to the next level, you know. Which could be like a 10-foot drop or have a stove in your way or something, you know. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, like I'm reading online right now that Mirai got nominated for a Golden Globe, so that's the thing. Like, people are loving this movie. I might not feel that hot about it, but there are a lot of people who feel hot about it. So if you want to go watch it, I say have a good time with it, because I still had a good time with it. I just had my issues.
Would you push it up to like a 6?
Nah, sticking to my 5. 5 out of 10.
We're trying to give it a D. That way, at least you're passing.
That's a
You
D
just
to
gave
me.
it. You just gave it an F.
That's a
You're
D
like,
to me. Hey. Fine, 5.5. That's the best I'll change it to. So I just cannot give it a 6. It doesn't feel like a 6 movie to me. I'm sorry, but it doesn't.
I felt like it was like a 7, just in comparison to everything else. But yeah. Anything else you think we should bring? Any questions you want to ask me about it?
I got nothing. I got nothing. I can't think of nothing.
Upset.
So.
But, yep. It was, to me, it was a pretty good movie. Something that you should try and watch in some form or manner. Yeah. And I mean, out of all the different ones, with like Studio Ghibli and I guess this one, Studio Chizu.
Yeah. CHIZU.
And then the other one.
I can't think of the name.
Doesn't it start with a P? Studio Holy? It's that Mary in the. It's the only one I've seen by them. But, I mean, I would probably rank it higher up than a bunch of the other ones that I've seen so far. I would say it was above Ponyo for me. But out of most of the other ones, I would probably say that it was underneath them.
Yeah.
Probably right there at the Mary and the blue fire flower, or the blue flower, or whatever it was called, and My Neighbor Totoro, I guess.
Studio Kiki's Delivery Service for me. That's my favorite Studio Ghibli movie of all time. So.
That's not where we're comparing to where it is on our list. Like,
oh
yeah, because I know Kiki's Delivery Service is the top for you.
Yeah, this movie's at the bottom of my list. but the thing is, like, I don't really, because I love Lupin the Third, Castle of Cagliostro.
Cagliostro?
Yeah,
love it.
Love that movie. Kiki's number 1. Unpopular opinion, I'm not really hot about most of the other Studio Ghibli movies. I'm like not really all about Spirited Away.
You take that back.
They're okay at best, but
yeah.
So
I mean, you know, that one, Castle in the Sky, and
I wasn't hot about that movie.
Howl's Moving Castle.
I can never finish that movie.
Those are mine.
So,
but
anyway, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah. And if you're wondering why his hood's still on and it's been on the whole time, it's because it's raining and we're like almost at the percent chance, I think like within an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours, somewhere in there, it's supposed to start like sleeting or snowing or whatever. So it's actually cold outside. That's why we're doing this in the car. And if you hear any like ruffling, it's probably car running.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So I would recommend watching it, you know, and leave a comment below if you do. Tell us what you think. Tell us, you know, if you thought, you know, if you did see it today, like when we went to go see it, and let us know like what you currently thought about it. You know, maybe later on, tell us what you changed your number to. Different stuff like that. But it's pretty good. So we'll have to go see some more. We have any other movies on our list that we're going to go see kind of like in this realm?
Dragon Ball Super
anime
Broly.
movies?
Dragon Ball Super Broly, that's on my radar. I can't wait for Dragon Ball Super Broly. So.
And then I guess I would kind of, I mean, it's animated, but I would kind of put Spider-Verse in that category too. Just because it's animated and kind of cartoonish.
True, but I'm not as hyped for that movie as I am Dragon Ball Super Broly. So
I have no idea. So anyway, guys, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Vegeta San Princeton signing out.
Jim Graves
Bye.
blasting off again. Bye.